there have been some changes made to the Florida Hometown Heroes program, and I want to be one of the first people to bring that to you. My name is Josette. I am a local real estate agent right here in Tampa, Florida. I enjoy turning renters into homeowners. Do me a favor, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do that. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell so that you can know every time I upload a new video. Let's dive right into some of the changes that have been made for the Florida Hometown Heroes program. So the number one change, guys, is that there is no occupational requirement that will apply, right? Before, you had to be considered a hometown hero. Does that mean you had to be a teacher, a doctor, a nurse, a fireman, a policeman? You had to be considered hometown heroes. You had to have some kind of hero occupation. Starting July 1st, this July, which is Monday, that will no longer apply. So you don't have to be considered a hometown hero to use this program. That is good news for every first-time home buyer. Now, there are other requirements, but that main one that was hindering a lot of people from really taking advantage of this program, that is removed, which is the occupational requirement. So as long as you are a first-time home buyer, you could qualify. Now, I say could because there are other requirements. So that's why I have to say could. But if you're a first-time home buyer, it's definitely something that you want to look into. Now, the definition of a first-time home buyer is anyone that has had no interest in a home for the last 3 years. That means your name is not on the deed. Guys, if your name is on the deed, you are considered a homeowner. So if you've not owned a home in the last 3 years, you are considered a first-time home buyer. So that is good news for every first-time home buyer in Florida. Florida Hometown Heroes, they're no longer requiring that occupation, right? You don't have to be a teacher. You don't have to be a policeman. You don't have to be a fireman. You don't have to be a veteran. You can just be a first-time home buyer. Again, if you've not owned a home in the last 3 years, you're considered to be a first-time home buyer. I said there are some other requirements. So here are some of the requirements to be eligible to utilize this program. Number one, even if the occupation is not required, in the sense of you don't have to be a teacher or a policeman, but you do have to have a job, right? So, and you have to work a minimum of 35 hours a week. Yes, so you can't work 34 and a half, you can't work 30 hours. You have to work 35 hours a week. And because this is a Florida program, your main office, even if you work from home, your office, wherever your pay stub is coming from, they should have a brick and mortar location in Florida. So they should have some kind of office that is based in Florida. If you have an office in California and you work in Florida, that won't apply to you. You have to have an office in Florida that you can report to. Wherever your check is coming from has to be from a Florida location. The other requirement is that you have to have a 640 credit score. 640 credit score to qualify. First-time home buyer, minimum of 35 hours a week. If you're working, make sure that you have a Florida-based employer so that your check and your pay stub and all of that is based out of that. And you have to have a minimum of 640 credit score. The property you're buying, it must be your primary residence, guys. This is not for somebody that wants to have an investment property. You have to occupy the property. This is not free money because this money will be paid back either after you sell the house. If you sell the house, then you pay off your primary mortgage, or if you decide that you no longer want this house to be your primary residence, you will have to pay them back. So again, it must be your primary residence. You need a maximum DTI of 50. So if your DTI goes over 50, then you will not qualify. So, and DTI means debt to income ratio, that has to be 50. You can as well purchase a manufactured home. You can purchase a single family home. You can purchase duplexes. So whatever you decide, whether you buy a duplex, a triplex, or a single family, you have to live in them. The good thing with the duplex, you can live in one side and rent out the other side. So if you wanted to do it that way, you can do it that way as well. You can use a cosigner. They don't have to live in the property to co-sign with you, but you, the person that's actually on the loan, has to live in the property. Again, Hometown Heroes is a silent loan, so it's a silent second, 0 interest, no amortization, and it is a 30-year fixed rate loan. 30 years. After 30 years, you're gonna have to pay it back. I don't think I told you the maximum amount yet.
It's whatever the loan amount we do times 5%. That's what they're going to do. The minimum, they've changed it, which is kind of nice. So the minimum is $10,000. So if you buy a $200,000 house or somewhere in that area, yeah, and the 5% is less than you getting $10,000, they're going to give you $10,000. The floor is 10, max is $35,000.
If you're looking to buy a house for the first time in the state of Florida, if you're needing a trusted real estate agent, send me a DM. I will be happy to connect you with a lender in your city to help you if you are on the search to looking for down payment assistance to help you the dream of home ownership a reality. My name is Josette, a local real estate agent in the state of Florida. I'm based really in Tampa, Florida. But I have a network of agents that I can refer people out to. So if you're needing help, reach out. We will be able to help you. Again, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.